Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Crazy Jane from Doom Patrol. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Alright, that easy. Stick figure done. Here we go. Now we go to Sharpie. Just kidding. Just kidding. I wish it was that simple. That easy. But you know, we gotta flesh it out. We gotta figure out the pose. We gotta add the details of the clothes. I don't know. Just trying to come up with some way to entertain anybody who's watching. Is anybody watching? I mean, I get analytics, so I'm kind of told who watches what section. I see what you're doing. I'm just kidding. I don't even check that stuff. I know I should to see who watches what, but I just like drawing. And I'm going to do it regardless if anybody's watching. This is all for me. It's all for fun. But again, that's what I talk about too, that the sketches, it is for me. You know, so in the beginning, I used to have people say, I can't see it. And then I realized, wait a minute, I need to tell them, this isn't for you, this is for me. So, you know, so that's okay if nobody watches this part. Again, I don't really count on it. I'm just expecting, you know, to be able to draw and record it and have some fun. Hey, you know what? Let's talk about YouTube videos and whatnot and trying to make it and be successful and all that stuff. You know, I'm doing this for fun. And as much as, you know, yeah, success would be great to be able to pay the bills and not worry about stuff and fund more projects and whatnot, this is really for me mostly. You know, I decided to record it because this is what I do all the time anyway, so I said might as well and see what happens, you know. But you know, if you do stuff for yourself and you know, maybe someone will take an interest in it, sure, go for it, you know. Don't make a goal of your life, well, I'm going to be an influencer and I'm going to, you know, I mean, I guess you could. I'm never going to say don't do something, because follow your passions, you know, do what you want to do. But I guess what I'm just trying to say is, you know, make it, there's an old saying, to find something you love to do. If you can get paid to do something you love the rest of your life, you will eat pancakes and birthday cake all day long. I don't know, something like that. But they're just trying to say is, you know, try to find something you love doing and try to get paid to do it, and you'll enjoy the rest of your life. Well, you know, that's beautiful. You know, not everybody can, but you know, try to do what you want to do. I mean, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to do what I want to do and record it and let you guys watch. There's a long way for me to go around me to just saying that this is all just for me. And yeah, so I gotta, you know, just do what I love doing and try to get a picture for you guys. So, alright, so enough of that wishy-washy trying to figure stuff out. This, I'm just gonna go for a regular old pose with Crazy Jane. And we've talked about this before, that I don't know how many of you are watching Doom Patrol. I mean, a lot of you might not be able to watch or shouldn't be watching Doom Patrol because I don't quite know the age range here. But I know it is a little mature, a little, you know, it might be a little too adult for some people. You know, that it might not be all right for everybody to watch. So anyway, those of you that are watching, you know, I really like all the characters, and that's why I'm drawing them. But yeah, that's just the fun of it. It's just getting to draw something crazy. Crazy Jane, get it? But yeah, but not everybody might not be watching the show, and again, that's okay, because you know, this might not be for everybody. This might not be your cup of tea, as they say. But you know what? It's not bad practice. So even if you don't feel like drawing a girl, or, the Doom Patrol, sometimes it's good to practice different stuff, and it doesn't hurt to try to do something different, because you never know when you're going to need to be able to draw a girl, or to draw a girl just standing here and just draw regular clothes. So, go for it, try it. You never know what's going to happen. If nothing else, it's a good exercise, I look at it this way. Whenever I had modeling class where, the art teacher would bring in a nude model and we'd draw the human figure, stuff like that. There was never a point in time where I was like, I've already drawn a girl. I've already drawn a guy. It's just good practice, always practice. The more and more you practice, the better you're going to get. So, if nothing else, give it a shot. Try it. Okay, maybe you can even make it into something else that you like, even if you don't like this. Let me see if I can draw her face a little bit better. I've always said I'm not good at caricature artists. I'm not good at caricature drawings, so I can't draw exactly like the movie stars and people that portray the characters I'm drawing. But I try, and that's again coming around to give yourself a shot. Try to do something. I try to do it, but I'm just not good at it. So that's why I keep trying. I'm just gonna keep practicing and trying. And let me tell you something about not being good too. I have been posting on. Oh, we got a Discord too. So if anybody wants to go and talk about this stuff, or get on there, we've got it. It's in the link. I get on there. I get on Discord. I get on Reddit. I get on all kinds of different stuff and post pictures and whatnot. And man, you guys are great. Everybody's fantastic. Everybody's, and I appreciate anybody's point of view. But sometimes people get on there and just go, disgusting. I say, well, what is that? But I appreciate anybody's input, so I'm not going to complain. But sometimes, some people are just angry all the time, I guess, or they just get on there and they say, how could you mess this up so bad? You know how? Because I'm not perfect. That's how. And I'm okay with that. But also, I appreciate anybody's critique. If they say, ooh, this is bad, I say, yeah, you know what, you're right. That's why I need more practice. And that's what this is, practice. We're always just practicing all day long. You know what, I am happy with this. I'm going to start to erase some of this sketch. But the problem is, the sketch pretty much worked out, so I can't erase too much or it's all going to disappear. But I'm going to get ready for the Sharpies, because I want the Sharpie to stand out, not the pencil lines. But again, a lot of these sketches worked, so I'm going to see what I can do here to try to keep it and guide me. So there you go. So I say we welcome all the skippers and skipped, and I'll continue my conversation in a minute about critiques and negative feedback. It's still feedback. It's kind of like press. There is no such thing as bad press. It's still people talking about you. If someone wants to come to your site and tell you how bad it is, you get the clicks. They show up, and that's fine with me. All right. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than a fine point. It can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of it, but left myself a faint ghost of an image that I could use to guide me on this Sharpie adventure. And I'm going to start with the Sharpie pen, because I can control the line widths much better. And I'm going to start with the eyes, just to make sure I got them a little parallel and where I want them. And I've talked about this before, that do the eyes, the top of the lids, that I don't do caricature artists. I say this every time. I can't do a caricature drawing. That I can't make it look exactly like the actor or actress. So I get close, but I'm okay with it not looking like them. So now I'm going to draw the retinas, the color part, just some rounds like that. It's a little big. That's okay. That gives me room to draw a pupil. So I'm just going to kind of tap it in real fast like that, because I don't want these to bleed. As tiny as that is, that's going to start to bleed. So I'm trying to be careful as to how much ink I lay down. Now, Again, I'm not good with caricatures and making it look like the person, so let me see what I can do here. I'm going to add a little bit of makeup and the bottom of the eye, but not the entire thing. So I'm just going to kind of come in just a little bit like that, a little bit like that, kind of imply where the eye is, and let the retina take care of the bottom of it. So it's not perfect, but it's all I can do when it's so tiny like that. Tiny, small, poquito. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of makeup, like kind of like a cat eye look. I like doing stuff like that just to kind of add a little bit of makeup subtly, because color is gonna do more, and I don't want it to bleed. Okay, so let's give her some eyebrows. And she's got really cool, like, extra lines, like not fuzzy, but there's some of them that kind of look like that. So I'm gonna try to give her that look. There we go, something like that. Okay, I don't want to go too far, but I just wanted to give it a little bit of an eyebrow look. Okay, and there is also another line above, like right there, but it's just too small for the Sharpie, so I'll let color add that. For her nose, I'm just gonna come down here and I'm gonna add the nostrils right down the center. I'm gonna come down here to about like right there and there. And see, it doesn't look perfect, so I'm gonna try to make that work. Try to add the nostril part, because the rest of it I kind of want to do with color. And I'm gonna add the edges there. Now the bulb and all that stuff, like the roundness of the nose, I want to do that with color. So all I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of a bridge, just like that, just so you can see that it's coming down. But again, anything else is gonna go too far, so I'm trying to keep it nice and simple. All right, so for her mouth, I'm gonna draw a little bit up like that. I want these little round things on the edge like that, just to kind of highlight the little smile that she's got. I'm gonna go ahead and draw the lips, real tiny, real subtle like that. Oops. Let's go ahead and go back up like that. All right, there we go. That'll work. So, I'm gonna draw her chin right about there. Of course, right down the center. If she's looking right at you, all you gotta do is draw the center down the middle. All you gotta do is draw the center down the middle. How's that for some genius words, right? What a genius I am. Okay, so I'm gonna draw her jawline up like this. And also, I'm starting to thicken up these edges, because once I start using a Sharpie fine point, you're gonna see a huge difference in line width, and I'm trying to match what's about to happen. Now, I'm stopping before I get to the edges there, because I want to be able to control it with the Sharpie pen, the way it's going to go up. Now, I'll go ahead and draw the jawline up a little bit, like this. I'm going to give her, she's got a very prominent cheekbone that I'm kind of drawing, something like that. Now the hairline's going to kick in here, and that's why I was kind of giving it a little bit of room to do that. For the ears and then the hairline. Okay, so for the hairline, let's see if I can find a good picture of what her hair might be like, because there's all kinds of crazy pictures of what her hair is like. So let's go with this one. All right, so I'm gonna have her hair down kind of like this, coming over that ear where we stopped it, and we're gonna draw like a big lock. We're gonna say her hair is kind of parted like this. Okay, so I'm gonna draw one of the big locks, like a big chunk of it, kind of like this, and her hair is a little messy, so we can get away with drawing a few extra little whips and curls, stuff like that, but we're not going to draw every single hair, okay? We're going to draw most of them, but not all of them. This one I'm going to come down this way like that, but I'm also going to draw this one over, kind of like taking over like that. So this one goes under and gives us a little bit of a messy look. That's what we're going for. Okay, and I'm also determining where the hair is coming out, so it's going to go back this way, and remember, it's going to go back as well, so we're not just going to the sides. We got to go to the side, 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 back. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, and so the back's going to go back that way, like that. All right. So now I'm going to play around with where it's coming down to the front. So, and also because I've defined an edge, I can bring that up like that. Same thing over here. I can go ahead and connect them. Okay, so for her neck, I'm going to kind of, instead of drawing a straight line for the neck, I want the hair kind of coming over a little bit like this. And so that's going to kind of define and make some waves, some curls, And again, she's got very curly hair, so we can kind of play around with some, but I don't want to draw them all. I'm going to draw them in big locks, big chunks, to kind of help us with placement. And I'm just kind of looking with both sides, like how they would go, to kind of determine which hairlines I want to draw. Because like I said, I don't want to draw them all. I mean, I do. I always want to draw them all, but I can't. We don't have time to draw everything. That was kind of a weird one. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of start connecting where I see it's going to be going. Let's do some over here. Kind of, it's going to be like that, falling over, like this. I'll draw one of these back here, like this. And that'll help. And see if I see, like, okay, now it looks like it's missing something. Let me draw like a hairline like this, just to draw some craziness. Again, because she's got very beautiful curly hair. And there we go. So now I can kind of define his back edge. Again, kind of thickening it up. It also makes like a very nice complement too. Something like that. A nice thick versus thin contrast complement. All right. Okay, I think that's good. I want to draw more, but I think that's good. I think I should stop there because it's ready for the next level of color. So that's perfect. So let's keep moving down. So I'll move into the big Sharpie now, and I'm going to draw her coat, and she's wearing just a coat and pants, that kind of thing. So I've got her arms just kind of out, like come at me, bro. I'm ready for you. Let's fight. Okay, so there I'm drawing her, like, her jacket. She's got a like a little hoodie jacket on underneath her other jacket. And so you see what I'm saying, how thick that is? That's why I was trying to match and get it to look consistent. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I believe she's got some necklaces on, so I'm going to go ahead and draw some little pieces like this just to connect them, or to add a little bit of flair here. And see, she's got a shirt that goes across. We'll do that. I'm kind of jumping ahead. I don't even have stop points, but I'm just kind of drawing like a couple little pendants and things that she's got, just to give us some flair. Okay, so there are her, that's her hoodie underneath there. And so now I'm going to draw the other parts of the jacket. So it's going to come down like this. Same thing for this side. Just going to do it like that. This one's got the buttons. Should probably do that with the small Sharpie, but I've already started this, so I'm just going to keep going. And so now I'm going to draw the edges and then some pockets. Let's go ahead and add some pockets real fast. Ooh, look how shaky my line was right there. What's wrong? What's wrong with my hands? I'm going to do this for the pockets. Something like that. And then watch this. Let's do this. For the edges, we're going to do them subtle. Let's bring the small Sharpie in and just draw this like that. That way we're kind of making a complementary contrast to the edge of the pocket. Like that. Okay? Awesome. All right, let's do some lines. Like some not stress lines. Creases and folds. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so now I'm just going to draw a jacket. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to draw anatomy over a jacket, or jacket over anatomy. It's going to come like this. Adds a few bumps because I know it's cloth, and so I can take into account that there's folds in the jacket. And we'll say the edge is right here, like that. So again, I'll add some creases and folds. And I like again adding like a crease and fold with a contrast like this, because you get a very nice contrast. I don't know why I try to think of a better word. You get a nice contrast of folds. Do another pocket like this. And is there an edge? Yeah, let's add some edges here. Some creases. It's just nice to always add that kind of stuff just to make it come alive, you know, make it your own. All right. Okay, so her hands, I just got pretty much just doing this. Nothing crazy, nothing different. But she does have like I think it's gloves. I can see it over her hands. So do a shirt like this, and then her thumbs through a little hole. You seen shirts like that? We'll do like this, and then I can draw her fingers. There's her index finger. And there's her middle finger. We're gonna say it's bent like this. We're gonna say all the fingers are bent in, just kind of relaxed in a drawed, hanging, just kind of like this. You know what I mean? So that way we can oops, I just dropped my Sharpie. We can give them a little bit of life by taking life away, right? By making them lazy, so they're a little bit, you know, more animated or animate, I guess, not animated. All right, so let's do the same thing with this one over here. So we're just going to come out with a bumpity bump sleeve like that. And then let's draw this side here so you can see where we're going. Now I've already sketched this out, so that's why I can kind of draw basically an arm, just kind of follow, and it looks exactly like an arm, right? Well, that's because I sketched it out ahead of time, so keep that in mind whenever you're doing stuff like this. So you always want to plan for it, you know? Give yourself a little bit of freedom, but plan what you're going to do. Okay. Alright, so there's our jacket. And we're going to do just like we did there, a little sleeve that's over her hand. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come in here for the thumb. I'm going to put the thumb through a little hole. Put the sleeve like that. Same thing with the fingers. Index finger like this. And bend in this one. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make it come alive by making them dangle lifelessly. Sounds kind of weird, right? Okay, again, I'm going to add some small details with this Sharpie just to clean it up a little bit, because that's the one thing about those Sharpies is, you know, it's a little thick, you know, so there's only so much detail you can keep in there. All right, so just make it a cloth basically. So for her pants, she's got like these baggy pants that kind of cinch up down at the bottom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it down like this, brag it out. There's where the leg's gonna be on the cuff of her leg. We're gonna come in and there. So basically we're gonna do the same thing over on this side. I know it looks a little bit out, but again, I'm making them kind of hang there baggy. There's that one. And then I'm going to add a bunch of creases and folds because they're, like I said, they've got a lot of material, and it's cool because we can kind of play around with material lines, you know. Let me add some small ones too, because we can complement, like I said, that it's a very baggy material. And you know, it looks like it's a dress that goes up to about right here, and then all this is one, like there's a lot of little tiny cinches like this that drag into this part of the dress. You see what I'm saying? So we can kind of play around with loose lines like this to kind of exaggerate that it's a wrinkled material. And it's fun too, because look at, we just made it come to life by adding just a few wrinkles and folds, you know. There we go, awesome. And all this has got a certain material in it. We'll just say there's a line for her breasts, and all that's got a colored material, like a knitted material, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so now we're just going to work on her legs down to her boots, and it's just going to be let's see, her leg down here like this. That's where her boot's going to be. Now, I've drawn it over here. In my drawing, I've actually spaced it out a little bit over to the left, a little bit too much. It's okay, I'm going to make it work. So same thing here, we're going to draw this leg down. And come down to that boot, we'll do them both together. And so this one, I'm going to kind of wrinkle it down because they're like a wrinkled boot. And then we'll go ahead and do the other side too. And there's no rhyme or reason. I'm not trying to match the sides. It's just wrinkled. That's all I'm doing. And so there's the heel. There's the toe. I'm going to bring it a little. As I just said, we're going to wrinkle it over like that. We're going to bring it over like that, and just kind of add some wrinkles. Because like I said, it's just like this wrinkled cloth material. With straps and stuff like that, so we'll just kind of add something like this to the design. Again, it's got its own specific look to it that I wish I could emulate perfectly, but all we really got to do is make it look like boots. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's do the same thing over here. Just going to draw this boot down. Let's add some wrinkles. We'll do it on this side too. And there's the heel to the toe. Alright, I'm going to add again a little bit of like a strap or something that's holding it on. It looks cool. That's the point. Okay, and for the side, let's do something like that, just to kind of accent it, give it some depth. There we go. So there, I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Crazy Jane from Doom Patrol. So here's my colored version. You can color it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.